Portions of this program were pre-recorded.
I wake up to you every day with my alarm clock.
I love you guys. Listen to you guys every morning.
You guys keep me awake. I wake up to you every morning. You guys are the best.
Where are my pants?
You taught me to never let anyone butthole my furniture.
Oh my God, sloppy seconds.
It's a school bus and the kids want to rock out, Mom.
You don't know who the hell I am. Don't call me Mom.
Hey, Nate, how many times have you messed around with yourself while looking in a mirror?
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't possibly calculate
Oh,
that.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I got through. I listen to you guys every single day.
Are you okay? Are you on drugs?
I sniff seats.
Here goes Danielle.
See what she does?
Is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Wow, look at that. Just a sneak peek of what you're going to hear on our show today.
Wow, that was a good one. Lucky you. Seat
I don't know.
sniffers.
I don't know. When's the last time Nate diddled himself while looking in the mirror?
Yesterday.
Oh, God. Wow, that's been way too long. Anyway, welcome to the day. It's Monday. It's May 19th. I hope you survived the weekend. Well, if you did, well, you're here. If you didn't, then you're not even hearing me say that. But anyway, good morning, Danielle.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the show.
Thank
Danielle had a night last night. We'll talk about the night at the stadium with the Subway Series. Good morning, Gandhi. How was your weekend? Was it good?
Good morning. It was all Broadway, everything. It was great.
There you go. What about you, Scotty? How was your weekend?
It was great. A little butthurt from my New York Mets, but we good. We good.
Okay, all right. And of course, Senor Nate, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
There's Scotty B. Saw Scotty B at the walk yesterday. We got to get into that. Hi, Snotty.
Hi, good morning.
And there's producer Sam. She came to the walk. We had a big old walk.
Good morning,
we
darling.
walked. We were walking. And what about you, Froggy? You had a good weekend?
I had a great weekend. Raised over $2 million for St. Jude Children's Hospital.
Good for you. That's amazing.
God, really?
Awesome.
How amazing are you? $2 million?
$2 million.
Well, welcome to Monday. We have a lot going on this week. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's a lot. So someone said they want to hear Kesha to start the show. Was that you, Danielle?
Yeah, me and Gandhi, yeah.
All right. She's out on tour. Yeah, make sure you catch Kesha in her Boobs Out tour. Is boobs okay? Boobs?
Yeah,
Breast,
fine.
if you say breasts out, it just isn't as fun. I don't know. I don't know.
It sounds
Anyway.
so mammogrammy.
It does sound mammy.
Yeah.
Mammy Grammy. Hey, let's go talk to Gina from Staten Island, where we were hanging out just yesterday. Hello, Gina. Welcome to Monday. How you feeling?
Good morning. I'm feeling great. How are you guys?
There you are. We're doing great. So I got to tell you something about Gina. She and her husband are celebrating their 19th wedding anniversary today.
Wow.
Yes.
You were high school sweethearts. That's how you met? High school?
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, I went to an all-girls school, but yeah, we met in high school.
Okay.
At the dance? Did you meet at the dance?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Where the boys get to touch girls.
Leave some room for the Holy Spirit. That's what they used to
absolutely.
say.
Absolutely. Well, Gina, after 19 years, are you still leaving room for the Holy Spirit? Or are you? How's it going?
Of course. Of course. We have to.
So what's the secret? 19 years. What's the secret? You're still together.
Communication is key.
Talk about it. Like, what do you mean? Give me an example.
Well, don't go to bed angry, number one.
Right.
And just talk it out. Be honest with each other. Always communicate. That's number one. Otherwise, you're going to want to kill each other.
Right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to communicate with my husband. I need to kill you.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
No. Seriously, even if you're going to communicate. I actually heard a theory from someone not too long ago saying you should go to bed mad and, like, think about it all night and sleep on it.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Right, and then
Okay.
get up and have makeup sex.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Well, if
All
you
right.
have
That's how you
time,
got to
I mean,
19
you
years.
know.
Yeah, no, we'll find time. We'll make time, Danielle, you and me.
Okay.
Well, Gina, congratulations to you and your husband, 19
Thank
years.
you,
What
guys.
are you going out? Did you celebrate over the weekend? What's your deal?
We'll celebrate this weekend. So
Okay.
for today, we'll just order some food in. No
Okay.
There you
cooking
go.
for me.
All right. Amen. Gina, we got something for you for your being first caller of the day. What do we have?
Yeah, thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health, we've got the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show hoodie coming your way.
Awesome.
Nothing says
Thank
happy
you, guys.
anniversary
You're the
like a
best.
hoodie. No, you're the best. And thank you for listening to us. And thank you for hosting us yesterday. Gina, we were at Father Capodanno Park. Is that what it's called?
Yes, Father Capodanno Boulevard. Yes.
But yeah, on the boulevard. We were on the ocean. We were walking from Northwell Health. We had just a great day. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. My bald spot is all sunburned. It's fabulous.
Oh, man.
So we got to work on that. Have a beautiful day, Gina. Happy anniversary. Hold on one second. Look at that. Everyone has something to celebrate today. What are you celebrating? In a few minutes, I'm going to go around the room. I want to hear what each one of you is celebrating today.
Oh, okay.
Something. You got to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah,
All
I
right,
got something. Okay.
Okay, good. The 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Let's go. What's going on?
All right, former President Biden has an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. A spokesman for the former president says the diagnosis came after doctors found a nodule on his prostate on Friday that required further evaluation. The cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which does allow for effective management. The statement said that the former president and his family are reviewing treatment options right now. Pending ratification, New Jersey Transit and its 450 engineers reached a tentative agreement to bring the 3-day strike to an end. The agency says trains will resume running a full schedule again tomorrow morning after a full day is taken to conduct safety inspections and check those tracks. Contingency bus service will remain in effect today, so if you can still work from home today, you might want to do that. Yesterday's announcement follows months of negotiations between the agency and the engineers, who have gone 6 years without a raise or updated contract. Details about the contract language and new salary schedule will not be released until union members have been able to view them. And finally, this is a week a lot of theme park fans have been waiting for. Universal's Epic Universe is set to open Thursday.
Yeah.
I thought you might be happy, Danielle.
Yes.
The park features 5 worlds, including one with a Harry Potter theme and one with a Super Nintendo theme. The others are How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, Dark Universe, and Celestial Park.
Dark Universe.
Yes, that sounds like something you'd like also. There are 11 rides across the 5 worlds, and the Orlando Sentinel has rated them for scariness on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 of course being the scariest. Only one ride got a 10. It is Stardust Racers in Celestial Park. The dual-launch roller coaster hits a peak speed of 62 miles an hour. If you are interested desperately and you want to get a sneak peek, you can live stream everything Wednesday at universalorlando.com. And those are your 3 things.
You ready for your Monday?
Yeah.
Let's go.
And when you wake up
To Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC. Welcome to the day.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
So we heard a few moments ago our first caller of the day, our first caller of the week, celebrating 19th anniversary of their husband today. I'm like, you know what? And I always say this, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. We always need something to celebrate in our lives. Something.
Yes.
It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a monumental like a wedding or whatever, a new baby. You can celebrate anything. So what are you celebrating today? I need to know. I require you to celebrate something. It's the only thing I ever ask of you people. Is to celebrate something. Damn it. What about you, Gandhi? What are you celebrating today?
I have 2 things. So one, that this New Jersey transit strike is done because thank God the weekend was hellish. If you were on
Talk
a train,
about it.
So typically on the weekend, the PATH train gets pretty crowded. But when I tell you, I have never seen it like this in my life. It was one of the things where every stop, the doors would open. You didn't think more people could get on, and they did.
Ooh.
I smelled everyone's everything.
Ugh.
Then, of course, people are coughing. People were sweating because it was so hot, and it was just full of sardines. Then, for whatever reason, at the Grove Street PATH station, they decided to do construction on one of the tracks. So they also shut down one of the tracks there. And it was just, it took me so long to come home because I took the trains into the city all weekend. Every time I wanted to come home, it took an hour plus. It was forever.
That's how I was, just to back her up here. I drove into the city to meet her on Saturday. It's never taken me that long to drive into the city.
Oh, really?
Because everybody was driving. It was ridiculous. I'm like, what is happening? And then I remembered the transit strike.
Yes.
Well, they tentatively have it figured out, right? Oh, tentatively, that's the word.
Yes.
Right.
So hopefully
And
tomorrow
so-
we'll see.
But you said that people were smelling on the train, and they were packed in like sardines. Did they smell like sardines? That's my question.
They smelled like everything. There was like food, body, fish, all kinds of things.
Oh, my
Sick,
God.
sick,
Ugh.
sick.
All right. Okay, so you're celebrating. That's over, probably.
Yes.
Okay, and you're celebrating.
And then it's also Barber Mental Health Awareness Day.
Okay, let's.
So take care of your barbers, everybody. Check in on them. They listen to your crap all day.
Okay, you know what? I never thought of that. They listen to us bellyache. And they as a barber, whoever you're cutting or whatever styling, they're captive. They're there.
Yeah.
They can't get up and run and leave. So whatever they start talking about, you're stuck. You have to listen to what they're saying, right?
Absolutely.
They're basically chained to your chair until you're done. So yeah, I can see how mental health day for barbers is a very important thing to celebrate today. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What about you, Danielle? What are you celebrating today?
I'm celebrating the fact that the Yankees won the Subway Series. Yeah, and I was there yesterday. My husband surprised me with tickets. I practically don't have a voice today, but it was worth it because I got to yell bleep Juan Soto and boo him, and it was fantastic.
You know what's funny? You can hear that on TV.
Oh,
F
100%.
Juan Soto.
100%. And you
They
know
were
what?
screaming it.
I think some of the Mets fans might have been screaming it as well because they were asking me, why do we pay him what we pay him? Oh, and I did bring Scary back a present, so you should be celebrating.
What'd you bring him?
I brought you my leftover popcorn from Yankee Stadium. I thought you'd really like that. Here you go, Scary.
Thank you so much. It's the only thing I could celebrate about yesterday's game.
Wow.
It smells so
So
good. You
It
guys.
is.
a lot of
fresh.
people need to know that. I mean, Danielle is a hardcore Yankees fan, and Scary is a hardcore Mets fan.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Subway Series time, these two go at it.
Yeah. So that's
They
my
do
my peace offering.
Yeah, they do things like that, pretending to be a peace offering. It really is a slap in the face with old popcorn.
I would like to share this gifted popcorn with everybody.
It's really good.
Okay, well, you know how many hands have been hand jamming that thing from the stadium? I wouldn't get near that. It's a petri dish of sickness.
It's
It still
okay.
tastes
All right.
fresh.
Celebrating the Yankees. That's Danielle. What about you, Froggy? What are you celebrating today?
Well, number one, the $2 million raised for St. Jude Children's Hospital over the weekend here in Jacksonville. That's one celebratory. And the second thing I'm celebrating, air conditioning. It was so hot this weekend. It was 98 on Saturday and Sunday. Outside, it was humid. It was like walking on the surface of the sun, yet inside of a dog's mouth. It was just, you could walk on the air. It was so sticky. So sitting in here this morning, I am very thankful for air conditioning.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
deodorant.
It's days like this, you say, well, okay, air conditioning, the number one invention of all time.
Yeah.
And then, until, you need a cocktail, and then ice machines, the number one invention of all time. All right, celebrate your air conditioning and $2 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. That's pretty hot. What about you, producer Sam? Celebrating what?
So William and I, going through IVF and we're not able to get pregnant yet. We've decided that we're going to start celebrating things we can do that we couldn't if we were pregnant. So we decided we're going to go have a dinner night in the city for a Monday. Who goes out on a Monday in the city that doesn't live there? Not many people, but we're going to celebrate the fact that we just can. So we're going to do it.
I love
You
that.
can. You will.
Why not?
You
I'm going
will.
to have a cocktail too.
Do it. Do it. Okay, celebrating in the city. Monday night in the city. New York City. It's a pretty big city, I hear. What about you, Senor Nate? Nate, what's up?
Okay, so mine is also baseball related. As good as the Yankees might be, and maybe the Mets, the number one team in baseball right now is the Detroit Tigers. And I have been a fan my entire life. Same with my mom, my grandparents.
Really?
They are the first team to 30 wins. They are 31-16 right now, and they're just ahead of the Mets overall. So if you look at all of baseball, the Detroit Tigers, thank you, are number one. It won't last this way. It won't be like this at the end of the season.
Don't say that.
No. As a Tigers fan, you have to be a perpetual pessimist. So it won't always be like this. So please enjoy it now. My goodness, they're playing well.
Did we know about Nate being, as he says, a Detroit Tigers fan?
Yes.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know he
Yes.
was.
Oh my God.
Lions.
Big
He is.
fan,
He
big
loves
fan.
suffering.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, if you're a Detroit fan,
love to
you
surf.
suffer. So.
You're a sufferer. Hey, what about you, Scary? What are you celebrating?
I am celebrating an accomplishment that I never thought I'd be able to pull off, and that was I am spearheading another family vacation, and I'm putting the finishing touches on it, and I think we are going to Jamaica, baby.
Good for you.
I got like 15 people on board to book their flights and everything like that. I was the
Wow.
ringleader on this one.
Good job.
Congrats.
Good for you.
Scare.
That's hard.
You know
That's
what?
hard to do.
It does take a lot of work to put that together. You got to get all the kittens to walk in a row, and it's like, oh God. But once they figure it out, you're gonna have a great time. Excellent. I'm celebrating my official first day of summer today.
Oh. Why is it
I
yours?
will be in the pool today for the first time, even though it's kind of cool. It's a brisk day here. I don't know. What's the high going to be today, Scary? Do we know?
Yeah,
Sunshine and
73. You might get to the mid 70s out there.
Gonna be breezy,
That's okay.
though. Gonna be breezy.
all right. That's okay. I'm fine. And I'm going to have my first ice cream cone today. Today's the day.
There you go. That's your kickoff every
And
year.
what flavor will that be?
I don't know yet. I'm going to go to the store and just choose a new one. I want an unsullied container of ice cream. You know, don't you hate when you go to the ice cream and you open it up and it's got all those crystals and things in it? Like,
Yeah.
I heard the
God.
trick
Well, no.
is to store it upside down, and you
Upside
won't get
down.
those crystals. Yeah.
Really?
That's the trick, but you have to remember the trick. when
Right.
you do-
And
if
I
you want the
never
trick
do.
to work.
But why does that work? What's the reason?
Science.
Science.
I don't know what it is.
The really watery parts go drop on the lid. That's why.
Is that why?
Is that it?
I think so.
I don't know. Okay, now we know. Look it up. All right, so everyone needs a reason to celebrate. Find something to be happy and celebratory about. Is that the word? We need that. We need more things to party it up in our lives. There's something else we wanted to talk about. Oh, you brought up something a second ago during the song, Gandhi. What was it? It was. We're gonna go down the list of what day it is. Not only is it Barber Mental Health Day, but you found some other things in there we got to celebrate.
Yes, there's a lot going on. Do you want them now? You want to
Sure. Okay, so it's Barber Mental Health Day.
Yes.
What else?
Frog Jumping Jubilee Day.
Oh,
What?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea. National Celebrate Someone Named Chi Day. It's either Chi or Kai. I don't know. But
Or
it's
Chai.
CHI. It is Mechanical Dry Eye Day, so we all need to appreciate that. And World IBD Day. Yes, that is Inflammatory Bowel Disease Day, so we need to celebrate Nate today.
I just have GERD. I don't have IBD.
That sounds just as disgusting. But wait, back up.
Yes.
Mechanical Dry Eye Day. What is that?
Apparently, as you get older, your eyes just start to dry out.
Yeah.
So this is an effect of aging, I guess, dry eyes. So think about older people with dry eyes today.
Okay,
They're
it's gonna be a busy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone text my mom.
I'm interested
All
in
right.
this Frog Jumping Jubilee. I don't know what it is, but I want to celebrate it.
Dig deeper,
Okay.
would you? Into the horoscopes. Producer Sam, who you doing them with?
It's been a while, I feel like, since I've asked our sister in GERD. Nate, you want to?
That's right. Who's ready?
Oh, God. Here we go.
Here we go. If it's your birthday today, you share it with JoJo Siwa, Sam Smith, Lainey Wilson, and Elvis, your favorite helmeted DJ, Marshmello. Hey, Capricorn.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Capricorn. Success is not about being the best. It's about being your best. Again and again and again. Your day's a superior 6.
Ooh, regretting this. Aquarius, you never know who's watching and who's being inspired by your perseverance. You're someone else's reason to believe. Your day's an 8.
Pisces, the right people will remind you of your strength when you forget it. Surround yourself with those supporters. Your day, a fabulous 5.
Aries, you don't have to pretend everything is fine to be a strong person. Real strength includes honesty. Your day's a 9.
Taurus, there is a person in your outer circle you'd love to strengthen your connection with. So put yourself out there. Your day's an 8.
Hey, Gemini, if you do one thing today to make yourself better than yesterday, the day is well used. Your day's a 9.
Cancer, rest is not a reward, it's a necessity. Taking care of yourself is part of the work. Your day, a 9.
Why? Why are you doing this? Why?
He likes to
Because
torture us.
this is how the stars are talking to me.
Okay, got it. Leo, your journey will be filled with changing directions, but the most beautiful parts of your story are still ahead. Your day's a 7.
Virgo, avoiding the hard stuff only delays the breakthrough. Lean into the uncomfortable. Your day, a 10.
Libra, collaboration is not about who gets the credit, it's about building something greater together. Your day's an 8.
Scorpio, so long as there is still love, there is still a hope to fix the connection. Communicate with your heart. Your day, a 7.
And finally, Sagittarius, a personal decision might come off as harsh to others, but it's the one you have to make. Your day's a 6. And those are your Monday morning horoscopes.
So here's what I did all weekend. It was a beautiful, gorgeous weekend, sunshine, hanging out with friends, but I had to pull off the road a couple of times to watch some of these videos on Instagram. People who've recently lost their dogs and they were surprised with a new puppy.
God, that was so cute.
I was crying. I was crying all weekend long. But I was looking for them. I needed to see them. I needed to cry and see these people be surprised by puppies. This is what we need. We need more puppy surprises in our lives.
We do.
Let's get working. All right, Danielle, what do you have coming up?
Timothy Chalamet forgot he was a celebrity for a moment, and we've got some new Ed Sheeran. It's a new collab on the way. Very excited.
Okay.
Our friend Tommy Daddario hosts I've Never Said This Before. It's a podcast where he interviews our favorite actors and artists. Tommy, who's on the podcast this week?
Hey Elvis, Academy Award-winning actress Davine Joy Randolph joins my show today. We chat about her new movie, Shadow Force, why she's dying to work with Bradley Cooper, and if her and Selena Gomez burst out into song on set of Only Murders in the Building.
I've Never Said This Before. New episodes every Tuesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Last time I checked, I'm running the show.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
About to jump into Danielle's first report of the day. Hang on. I was texting with Danielle as she was on her way home from the Yankees game last night. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. I had to reach out. It was. Who was I talking to? I was talking to in the group chat. It was
Group
Danielle
chat, yeah.
and Gandhi and Nate.
Yeah.
And I think Samantha was in there. So I thought they'd be most interested. I was watching this show on Netflix last night that I'm still scratching my head about. I can't get enough of it, but it's unlike anything I've ever seen on TV ever. It's called Bad Thoughts. Have you guys heard of it? Have you seen it?
I've seen the previews for it, yes, and I have some questions.
It is from outer space, this show. This guy's mind is very creative. I'll give him that. But I mean, it's just insanely just effed up. It's nuts. It's just nuts. And each episode is like 22 minutes long, maybe 20 minutes long. And each of the 22-minute episodes have the shorts within that. So it's just... Can someone please text me or call us and try to describe what this show is about? Please. I can't find words.
Okay, so it's not. So from just the previews of it, it looked like it was this guy who encounters everyday situations that infuriate him, and then it spins into his thoughts about it. Is that not it?
That could be it.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds
okay.
But look at this headline. I'm looking at a headline here. Fans horrified by this atrocious new Netflix show. Netflix viewers left shocked by disturbing new series.
Oh.
Hold on, let me read the rest of this headline. Netflix viewers left shocked by disturbing new series dubbed The Next Little Britain, which I don't know what that was. I guess another show.
Yeah.
Let me read this to you. Netflix's newest sketch comedy series is making waves, and not entirely for the right reasons. Bad Thoughts, created by American comedian Tom Segura, who I've heard of, has been described by fans as bizarre, offensive, and disturbing, with others dubbing it The Next Little Britain. Okay. The 6-part series quietly dropped on the platform this week. Each 20-minute episode explores a collection of surreal and often controversial sketches, ranging from failed assassins to chaotic airline passengers. Tom, who stars in and created the series, said the show is a dark, comedic version of Black Mirror.
Wow.
Viewers, however, are far from united. Some have compared it to Inside Number 9 in terms of format. I don't know what that means, but found the humor to be far more divisive. I mean, no, it gets really, really... I was laughing. We were just laughing at it like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. Yeah. And I really have nothing else to say about it. You got to watch it.
All right.
Okay. He's controversial in general, right? Tom Segura? So I'm interested in what he's bringing to the table.
He is full throttle controversial on this thing. But it's funny and disturbing at the same time. Watch it and get back to me.
Okay.
People are texting in. Yes, I watched it. It's hilarious. I like that. All right. Text me 55100 or we'll leave it there. Danielle, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right. What do you got going on?
Well, Timothy Chalamet forgot for a moment that he's a celebrity after the New York Knicks' big win. But I guess it happens. I mean, you're excited. Your team's doing so well, right? So he was celebrating with the fans. He actually stuck his head out of his car that he was riding in. And, of course, all the crowd rushed after him. He's fine. Everything's okay. But for a moment there, he had a brain fart, I think. So there you go. Lady Gaga will be performing at Netflix's Ta-Dum, the live event. Later this month, she shared the news with a post online saying, "Hi, my little monsters. I just wrapped Copacabana, and now I am heading to Singapore, and then I will see you at Ta-Dum." So, you know she's been working with Netflix for a while. She is set to make an appearance in season 2 of Wednesday, which premieres August 6th. And Sophia Carson is set to host this year's Ta-Dum event, which will feature, of course, all Netflix things that we need to know. So we're very excited about that. Over the weekend, Final Destination Bloodlines was number 1 at the box office, followed by Thunderbolts and then Sinners. This is really cool. We know Ed Sheeran has a new album on the way. Well, he got together with Dave Grohl and John Mayer, and they recorded a new song called Drive for the soundtrack to the Brad Pitt racing film F1. And he shared a little snippet with us on Instagram this weekend. He said he had so much fun making it. It comes out next month when the movie comes out. The soundtrack to F1 and the movie are coming out June 27th. And Tom Cruise, people have been asking him, okay, Top Gun 3? Days of Thunder 2? What's going on? And he said, listen, I'm working on a lot of stuff. He said it took me 35 years to figure out Top Gun Maverick. He said we are working on those things. We are discussing them, so hopefully we will be getting them. So I know people will be excited about that. And then over the weekend, Pink's husband, Carrie Hart, who you know is a professional motocross competitor, wound up in the hospital, and he wound up posting and basically apologizing and thanking his wife Pink for once again putting up with him and taking care of him because he had to have surgery. His whole stomach had staples in it. I think he had like lower spine disc replacement surgery not too long ago. So I think he's actually just getting back into the sport of motocross competition. So I don't know, but thankfully he is okay, and thankfully his wife is very understanding. What are we watching? You've got The Voice. It is the live finale. So last night was the American Idol, and my mom had to watch American Idol, and her best friend wanted to watch the Yankee game. So they decided they could not get together and hang out because they couldn't watch the same show.
Wow. Look at that.
I was like, Ma, okay. Also, you've got, like you said, the Bad Thoughts on Netflix. That's cool. And The Quilters. You said you watched that as well.
Oh, my God. I don't know what we were on this weird tear last night. Yeah, The Quilters on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's another short film.
Okay.
It's so soothingly great to see these convicts quilting. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, all right.
You
And
got to see it.
I think you're going to love this, Elvis. It's the series premiere of Tucci in Italy on Disney+.
Yes.
He's going, I think it's like 5 episodes, and he's traveling around Italy and bringing us food, culture, history, all that stuff. So that will be something pretty cool. And that is my Danielle report.
All right, you got April from Philly on line 18. She watched the show I was just talking about called Bad Thoughts on Netflix. Hi, April. How you doing?
Hi, Elvis. How are you?
I'm doing well. So can you help me? I'm struggling to try to describe Bad Thoughts to people listening. I didn't do it justice. What do you say about it?
I don't know. I'm just like you. I cannot figure out the show. I watched it on Saturday. All I can say is it's very dark humor, but I think I have dark humor. It was hilarious. To me, it was hilarious.
Right,
Very inappropriate. I don't know. It was the last episode.
Don't give anything away. Okay, don't give anything away.
Okay.
I mean, were you like us? I mean, were you binging it because you had to move on to the next episode? A lot of the episodes are to be continued, and you have to watch the next one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yes. And they're short episodes, so I like short episodes. But yeah, so at the end it would be like to be continued. It was just, I can't even explain it. Just like how you feel, I can't explain it. I saw it. I decided to watch the whole thing in one sitting. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But people are texting in like it's vulgar. I can't believe I watched that, but I watched the whole thing.
Wow.
I mean, it's definitely, this person says, twisted, sick, hilarious. Don't watch it with kids. Yeah, do not have kids in the room when you watch this.
No, completely inappropriate, completely. But I cannot figure out his brain, what is going on in his brain. Are these his thoughts? I don't know, but hilarious and dark.
It is crazy. All right, well, thank you for definitely describing it much better than I did, April. Thank you. I appreciate it. And have a great day. Thank you for listening to us.
Thanks, you too.
Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, so again, it's on Netflix. It's called Bad Thoughts. You'll get through the entire series in 2 hours. I mean, they're that short.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
I'll leave it at that. What do you want to do today? Do you have some fun? You want to play a game? You want to get into trouble? Give away some stuff? What do we got? What do you want to do?
We have a game.
You got a game?
Yes. Do you have something to give away?
I've got something to give away, baby.
Okay. So
Okay.
we have an audio game, and then I don't know if Nate's feeling like a family feud, but I'm sure either of those would be possible.
You know, I loves me a family feud.
Start off the week in chaos?
Will someone make a decision? I don't want to make a decision. I'm tired of making decisions.
Let's give
Help me.
something away with a game that Gandhi has.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I thought we were going to have a feud. I love feud, but fine. Why are you keeping me from feuding?
We
You don't like my
doing
feud?
it at the shore on Friday.
Oh,
so we're really kind of, I don't want to, let the cat out of the bag, so to speak.
All right. So do you want to solicit for this now? Do we know what we're doing? It's a yes. Okay,
Absolutely.
what is it?
It's May, so how about celebrities born in May? Can you guess them? They're all over the map, so good luck.
Okay, celebrities born in May. All right. Just got to figure out the celebrities. The fact they're born in May, it's another thing to think about. But it gives us a start, okay? Call Diamond now, but please know what you're talking about. 800-242-0100.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. Let's talk about something that'll make our lives a little smoother. PayPal lets you pay your own way. You could pay in-store, pay online, or pay overtime. Don't just pay. PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Oh, hello, lady. Hello, Uncle Johnny. Getting ready for Monday. Looking outside. It's kind of cloudy, but there's a little sun trying to break through the clouds, and there's a breeze going on. It's a nice day here. I don't know. But Froggy says he's sweating balls in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, man. It's been hot. It's going to be 94 today, 97 tomorrow. And then they say there's a cool down coming. It's only going to be 89 later in the week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 89.
Cool
I know if you're listening to us in Miami, you're going to feel like over 100 degrees today. So it's hot all up and down Florida. And what is that? Okay, so Nate sent us this map of the U.S., and right over Florida, and basically only Florida, is this big red blob. What is that?
Okay, so intermittently on some of our stations, they can't hear us or it's staticky, et cetera, et cetera. We kept getting texts all morning saying, I can't hear you in Jacksonville. Apparently.
Is that what they sound like?
Well, that's my interpretation of the text. But apparently, it's called tropospheric ducting, and it's this atmospheric event where you can't hear FM signals that well. So, and there's this huge blob right above Froggy's house right now.
All right, so if you can't hear us well, just listen to us, on your iHeartRadio app. We're right there. It's all good. All right, so that's what the big blob is, eating Florida.
Okay.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't there also a massive solar flare the other day? Like huge. I'll
So
double check.
what did that do? What did it cause? Do you know?
So when those things happen, it pretty much knocks all electronics into a frenzy. Like your phones don't work as well, apps get weird, computers don't work, like everything gets weird.
Wow. I can't turn off my vibrator.
Yep, there you go.
It is a mind of its own.
It's been wild here in Florida. We had a big airport fire here on Friday as well.
Oh, yeah, and the garage collapsed everything, but no one was hurt, right?
Yeah, so the daily hourly garage, one car caught on fire, 50 other cars were damaged, and from the heat of the fire, because it was an electrical fire, part of the parking garage collapsed. So there are cars still in there that people can't get out. The airport closed. Now that the airport's back open, you can't park at the airport. But when you go, if you land in and your car's there, you can't get your car out of the garage because they don't know the structural integrity of the garage. So it's a big old mess.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nobody
Now,
needs it, thank God.
Here in New York, of course, Newark Airport is just still a mess. They actually had bits about it and jokes about it on Saturday Night Live Saturday, making fun. So, and again, I have really good friends flying into Newark in just a couple of weeks. I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you want to do that?
Did you see who the controller was? Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bad Bunny was.
It's my first day. What color is your plane?
Bad Bunny was awesome. He was great.
He was so
absolutely. But yeah, these friends come in. I'm like, maybe you want to change airports? I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, it's an airport. We've been flying in and out of there for, before we were born, people were flying in and out of there with no problem. But now look at it.
But it's also now happening at airports across the country. It happened in Denver. It happened in Houston. So it's kind of a fun new trend.
Fun?
Fun? What do you mean fun?
Listen, if we don't laugh about it, I'm just going to cry because it's destroying all my plans, disrupting everything.
Well, okay, so we do have Jared from East Harlem, New York on line 3 as we get into a fun round of Born in May. Let's go talk to Jared. Hi, Jared. How you feeling?
Hello, ladies.
Well, hello, lady. Like him. There he is. Now we like you already. You won us over. So let's see if you can figure out the answers to these things. So tell us all about you, Jared. What are you all about?
Well, I'm driving to work, so I'm stuck in traffic on the Grand Central. I'm a warehouse supervisor for an adult toy company. So I can
All right. This is awesome.
Warehouse supervisor.
Everybody's ears just perked up in this room. It's hysterical.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God for batteries.
My second job, I work for Halloween Adventure in New York City.
You've got an interesting professional life going on. So you're running the warehouse for adult toys, and you work at a haunted house, basically.
Yes. Well, a costume shop that's open
Oh, costume shop. Danielle, listen to that.
I know. I love this guy, man.
So what is let's go back to the adult toys. I mean, keeping up with the warehouse and keeping inventory going in and out and whatever, that's one thing. But do you know, like, how they rank as far as sales? What is the number one selling item? Tell me about it.
Right now, our number one selling item is the serpent.
Oh,
serpent.
You need to describe that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a 70s baby. So I remember going into Sharper Image and that glass ball with the gas that you used to always play with when you came in. All right? Imagine that in a serpent ball, in a serpent's mouth attached to a dildo. So it stimulates the nether region.
Okay.
Okay. That sounds injurious.
Oh, I got it. I'm trying to keep it like PG rated because I know I'm on the radio.
That was PG.
I know, but that's your number one seller, the serpent?
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, right now it's our newest product.
Oh, it's your newest product, but that's not necessarily number one selling, or is it number one selling?
Most of the number one sellings is the Dr. Skin. Anything from Dr. Skin is
Dr. Skin.
probably our best product.
I don't know much about Dr. Skin. I got to look all these things up, Dr. Let me write this down. I know we have birthdays coming up.
Blushvibe.com.
Wow. Okay, all right. I'm in. I love having you here to play this game. I forgot we're playing a game. No, we got that to do, too. But we're learning a lot about Jared's Warehouse.
I've been listening to you guys since I was a kid. I remember the Z Morning Zoo.
Wow.
So I'm all there. I'm a long-time listener.
Well, I'm glad you're still here. All right, so let's get going here, Jared. If you would describe this game to Jared, Gandhi.
Okay, you're going to hear some pieces of audio, and all you have to do is guess who the audio is coming from. It's people born in May, and they are all over the place. So it could be an actor, a singer, an artist of some sort. But I think you'll get these.
Okay, let's see how you do. All born in May. Here is Born in May number one. Who is this? Okay.
Oh. Ooh. I know the song.
Right.
Oh, crap.
I like this guy.
I know the song. That's sad.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you.
That was Born in May, number one. That was Chris Brown. Chris Brown was born in May.
Brown.
All right. But hold on. I bet you get number two. This person was born in May. Here we go.
Nothing more, nothing less. I got one request.
I know that. That's Elvis's favorite singer. That's Cher.
Yeah, Jared.
Absolutely.
All right? That's Elvis's favorite singer.
And my favorite Christmas song, too. All right. So Cher was born in May. Didn't know that. Now we do. All right. Here's Born in May number three.
This is the vault at the Bellagio. It's located below the Strip, beneath 200 feet of solid earth. And we're going to rob it.
Is that Ryan Gosling?
Oh. Great attempt. Really good try, though.
No, that's George Clooney.
Yeah.
George Clooney. George Clooney, born in May. Okay. All right. Okay. No. Let's keep going. I feel good about this, Jared. Here is Born in May number four.
Katie, I know that having a boyfriend may seem like the most important thing in the world right now, but you don't have to dumb yourself down to get guys to like you.
Who's that?
Oh, that's from that show with
with that woman.
Yeah. Oh God, it looks so different when you're on the radio.
Oh, yeah. That would have been Tina Fey.
Yeah. For Mean Girls. Yeah.
Tina Fey.
Yep. That woman from that show. All right. Well, good luck with number five. Let's see. I don't know about this. Let's see. Let me go ahead and play it for you. See if you know. By chance, you know who it is. You may be a big fan. Here we are. Born in May number five.
Yeah, because girls is players too.
Love it. I love that song. But a lot of people don't know her name. Okay. You can look it up if you want.
Yeah, because girls is players too.
Okay, who is that?
Nicki Minaj?
No. I do believe that was Coi Leray, right?
Yes.
There you go. That was Coi Leray. That's a great song. We haven't played that in a while.
Song.
Awesome song.
Put that in the
Horrible.
line.
It's so much better when I'm listening to everybody else, I'm like, no, that's not the answer.
I know. That's the way it is. Okay, hold on. We're not done. Born in May. Here is number 6. Who's this?
I have no idea. I would say John Bon Jovi, but I don't know.
John Bon Jovi. Okay. That would be famous country singer Tim McGraw. McGraw.
I don't listen to country. I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's keep going. Now we're just now getting started. Here is Born, but we love you. We love you, Jared. Here is Born in May number 7.
You guys.
Okay, who is this guy?
All right.
The living world is a unique and spectacular marvel.
You've heard him a million times.
Sounds like the guy from Clockwork Orange. What's his name?
It's not. That's Sir David Attenborough.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
He does
sounds
all
like
those
the
nature.
Guy from Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, I know. All right, okay. Here's one. Maybe you'll get this one. This performer was born in May. Who is this?
5 feet to pieces.
Oh God, I listen to that song on your radio like every day.
Come on, you can do this.
You can do it.
You got
Can I hear it again?
Sure.
5 feet to pieces.
Come on, Jared.
Oh boy.
Get one.
God.
You got Cher. That's all you got is Cher.
I know all I got was Cher because she's awesome.
Okay. I know. She is awesome. And so are you. Okay, that was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
But okay, let's move on.
I
Here is
listen to you guys every day. I can't believe
I know.
didn't get that.
It's okay. Here is Born in May number 9.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
No.
Oh yeah. No, I need the buzzer on that one.
I don't think I've ever heard someone ask for it.
Asking for the buzzer so he could just move on in life. That's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And finally, okay, it's all or nothing. You got to get this one right, okay? This is Born in May number 10. Who is this? Oh, what a great song from her.
Awesome song.
And what a family, a dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more time. Here it is. Yeah, okay.
Nasty, nasty girl.
No, all I got was Cher.
Oh, God. Okay, well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Here,
I get it. If I don't get a prize, all I got to do is talk to you guys, so I'm happy.
We love you. Okay, what do you have for Jared? Give him something good.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, the magic number to get right today was 1. So that's what he got.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. That was the magic number.
Okay, well then, you just won $500, Jared. Good going.
Oh, my God. I would have been happy with a sweatshirt.
Now, look, we love you. We love you, and that's why you're getting $500 because you made us smile, and that's better than guessing all these things. And you were awful at the game. Awful. These were pretty easy. But Gandhi, I'm surprised you made them so easy. But anyway, you got $500. Hold on one second. We love you. Hold on. $500 on the way. Thanks to MJ the Musical, that massive Tony Award-winning musical, the hottest show on Broadway. We saw it again the other night. Love it. It's a global phenomenon. Tickets now at mjthemusical.com. Go check it out. And thank you for listening, Jared. We love you.
I tell you what, though, folks, that's bloody nice.
Oh, yeah. Best time of the day. Ooh.
Elvis Duran in the morning show. Elvis Duran in the morning show.
Crazy night, Saturday night here in New York City. A lot of people outside, especially over in Brooklyn, on the waterfront, on the river, having dinner, having drinks. And then all of a sudden that Mexican Navy ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge. 2 of the crew members were killed and 20 others were injured, some of them critically injured. A lot of tourists in town, and it happened right in front of like Tourist Central. They were watching from the shore, and everyone had different angles of it. Did you see the video? It was just, it's crazy.
Terrifying.
To be honest, when I first saw it, I thought it was AI because it didn't look real. There's no way that this cannot be real. But then, it's crazy.
Very crazy. This ship from Mexico was actually about to leave New York and head up north. I think he was going to Iceland, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yes.
I think?
I believe so.
And anyway, so they backed out of their pier and they went the wrong way. I'm like, what? I don't mean to laugh because people passed away. But you just don't go the wrong way. I mean, people driving those ships, you would assume they know where they're going, right? Yeah, Nate.
Well, I guess it was a height thing, right? And it hit the.
Yes.
I mean, that's like driving a tall vehicle on a road where there's a bridge or something.
Yes.
I mean, there's no sign for these captains, so it's horrifying to watch, though.
Well, they have a plan though. They know where they're going.
Yeah.
They chart out wherever they go, and they know what's coming up. They know how. If there's a bridge that's too low, you know?
Right. Wow.
And at first, I didn't realize there were people standing on those poles of the sails. And
Yeah, why were they up there? Why were they all the way up there?
If it's a sailing vessel, I don't think they were actually sailing though, right?
It was a training vessel, they said.
Yeah,
So a lot
but
of people
I
were.
mean, the age of sail, that's what those guys did. They were up on the booms and the jibs and all that stuff.
They were standing all across in rows on each. It was wild.
It was crazy. Also, gosh, was it 2 weeks ago? We were talking about the video that was circulating in our circles from the guy's surprise 40th birthday party, the New Jersey firefighter.
Yeah.
Who, and it went very, very, very viral.
Yes.
With him exposing his wife's alleged cheating during the birthday party.
Yeah.
I mean, it went crazy. It's still out there. I mean, millions and millions and millions of people have seen this thing.
Wow.
You're still seeing it? I mean, it's
I'm
big
seeing it
news.
everywhere. I saw the New York Post just picked it up, and every time somebody new reposts it, I'm sure all of us get these DMs like, they stole your story. Like, it's not our story.
Right.
We talked about it, but it's, once it's out there, it's out there.
Crazy.
I had heard a rumor that she was trying to get back together with him, but I don't know if that's just a rumor.
I've heard a lot of rumors, but I don't know what
Let's
they are.
believe all rumors. I think we should. Would you do that? Would you publicly embarrass someone that you discover was cheating on you? Would you save it for that one moment where you could really have high impact and bam?
No,
I don't think so.
Never. Nor would I get back with someone who did that to me.
Yeah.
So no on all
No
sides.
Just got a text from someone. They're saying they're celebrating, just like we're saying you should have a reason to celebrate. They're celebrating a successful threesome this past weekend.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. I
There
wonder
you go.
what makes it successful.
I'm sure there's a list of things.
Everyone hit the jackpot? Like, is that success?
Probably.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Across the finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your slot machine got all cherries. Look at that. So good for you if you had a successful threesome this weekend. Wow. I wish I could have been there making a foursome.
I would really also like to know what an unsuccessful threesome is like.
I don't want pictures.
Somebody
I
falls
do.
asleep.
Just someone snoring. Okay, so I love this text messaging going on here because we only have a chance to look at it every once in a while, so we don't see all the text coming through. But every once in a while, you'll look over and go, "Okay, there's one. We had a successful threesome this weekend. Yeah, good for you. I'm happy for you." All right, Danielle, you have another report on the way coming up. What do you have?
Sure. It is prom season, so we'll talk about some prom movies if you want to watch those, and unrealistic things that we see in movies that really don't usually happen in real life.
I love that story. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're doing that. All right, that and a whole lot of other stuff on the way.
Come again?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. The free money phone tap.
Wow, an entire week of $1,000 free money phone taps thanks to our friends at Classic Cream. Classic Cream. They've come up with a new one. I'm about to sample it for the very first time.
Oh.
Classic Cream has come up with their limited edition Girl Scout Thin Mints inspired whipped cream.
Whoa.
It's new Classic Cream Girl Scout Thin Mints whipped cream. I have a dollop here on the top of my espresso.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. This is okay. This is the one. This is the one. I found it. This is the one. It's minty chocolatey, just like your Thin Mints, right? From Girl Scouts. Minty chocolatey. It's the flavor of the classic Girl Scout cookie that we love. The Thin Mints. I love to put those Thin Mints in the freezer. I wouldn't mind having one of those too. I would crumble it on top of this Classic Cream Girl Scout Thin Mints whipped cream. This is nice.
I'm imagining the taste. Because all you have to do is say that word, and I just know exactly what it tastes like.
It's weird that you're imagining the taste I have in my mouth right now. I don't know.
Come on.
Get out of my mouth. I feel like Will Smith. Do not say my wife's name. Anyway, this is great. Classic Cream has done it again. You know, you can drink your coffee, you can put your sugar and your milk in there all you want, but this takes it to another level. The Classic Cream Girl Scout Thin Mints Whipped Cream. I bet you can go to Sam's Club, pick this up. I bet they've got tons of it. So, but it's limited edition though. You better get rolling. You better get cracking on this thing. Girl Scout Thin Mints inspired whipped cream from our friends at Classic Cream. I love it. Thanks to them, you're winning $1,000 right now with the free money phone tap. If you're called on 800-242-0100. Who does the phone tap today, Scary?
Danielle.
Oh, let's listen in.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Danielle, what's it all about?
Well, Alyssa wants us to call her dad and get him crazy. She wants us to tell him she stopped to get gas in her car and that she drove away with the pump still in her tank.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Hello? Daddy.
Yeah.
I have a problem.
No, what's the problem?
I was on this gas station at Route 71 by Walgreens.
Yeah.
Okay, I was getting gas. You know, I was in a rush, so I go to pay the attendant. And when I go to leave, I forgot that the gas pump was still in the tank, and I pulled the whole gas hose out of the thing or whatever. The people are, pissed off at me. They're sitting there screaming at me. They're saying that I'm...
So what do you want me to do? I'm here.
Hey, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my father.
Let me talk to him. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Hello?
Yes.
Your nitwit of a daughter pulls away with
Whoa,
the...
whoa, I'm going to stop you right there. You are out of line. I would like to talk to your boss, okay? Because I think you're being very, very rude. You better slow down.
Okay, I'll slow down.
Accidents happen, man. Accidents happen.
All right, I'll slow down. But
Yeah, you slow down. And if you ever say something like that again, I will take you to court, okay? For your foul mouth.
All right, you need to watch yourself.
No, I don't need to watch myself, okay? We have a little problem here. We can take care of it. You're out of control.
She pulled away with the gas pump in the tank.
All right. It happens, man. It happens, okay?
I need a check.
What do you mean you need a check?
She's going to pay for this.
Daddy want me to pay like $500 for this gas tank.
Get lost. I want a police report, and I want to take it through my insurance, okay? She has no money. She's in college. I pay the bills.
Okay, and
I pay the bills.
It's my fault she's in college?
Listen, I'm not arguing that with you. You have a problem. You got to get $500. We'll let the judge decide who gets the money, okay?
Give me a break. Maybe if she was driving a better car, she would take more care of it.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you sound like a loser. You're seeing other people trying to get $500. You think they're that stupid. You know?
You want to say stupid? Your daughter's the stupid one. She drove away with the gas pump in her tank still.
Oh, yeah, like you never done anything stupid in your life.
Not as stupid as that.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You're God's favorite person, I know.
I might be. Hold on, talk to your daughter again.
Daddy, call the police.
I have to go back to school to call them.
Call the police. Call the police and get a report. That's all you can do. Call the police.
We are not calling the police.
You're going to take me to small claims court.
Oh.
That's how you're going to get your money. Other than that, man, good luck. I'll have a $200 deductible.
Whoop-de-doo, you got a thingy deductible.
What?
Whoop-de-doo, you got a thingy deductible.
I don't get you.
I don't get you either. You're screaming at me like it's my fault. Your daughter's an idiot.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. One day I'm going to come by that gas station, okay? And we'll see how good you are to talk to me, okay?
Are you going to hit a girl?
No, I raised 5 of them. I couldn't hit one if I tried.
I'm going to lose business today because I got one less gas pump.
Well, that's life. That's about life, you know? But you took her money first, so if you took her money and she drove away, then you're at fault, not us.
The guy took her money, but he didn't take the nozzle out yet, and
Well,
she just decides to go.
Fault. That's his fault. He must be pumping too many cars at one time. So that's why there's courts, and that's who decides who's at fault. So when you go to court and you waste your day, I waste my day, and then let the judge decide.
Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
you're right. Maybe you're not. This is just an Elvis Duran phone tap. Alyssa has just phone tapped you, Dad.
Who's that, Danielle?
It's Danielle.
Get out of here. They got me good.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
There she is, getting them good.
Yeah.
Danielle, your phone tap, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, at the Northwell Health Walk this weekend, everyone's like, "Where's Danielle? Where's the girl with the laugh?"
Very sweet.
So you'll hear her Monday. Make sure you're listening. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for that free money phone tap. Let's go talk to Leah from Charlottesville, VA. We call it Virginia. Line 11. Hello, Leah.
Hello. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. You already know that you just won $1,000 with a free money phone tap.
Oh my God. I'm like literally gonna cry. I listen to you guys every day. Like, I have my kids in the car. We literally listen to you guys every single day.
Oh my God. Your kids listen to this mess?
They do. And they love the phone taps, especially my son. He cracks up every time.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 5.
Okay.
Teach him young.
He doesn't know.
I mean, we were talking about adult toys earlier. I hope he was okay with that conversation.
Oh, no, he didn't hear that one.
Okay, good. Anyway, so Leah, $1,000 coming to you. We'll address it properly. Make sure you get the. Hey, Scotty, how do we ensure that Leah gets her money? What do we do?
You know, I don't know because I don't ship that.
It's a check.
Yeah.
So she has. The sooner you send us the paperwork, Leah, the sooner we can get you the money. Okay.
We still
Okay,
write checks.
awesome.
What year is this? What year is this? We're writing checks.
We're cutting a check.
We can't just like Venmo it to her.
That's how it works.
It seems like we would like.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway,
right.
what year is this? Let me check. Leah, congratulations, 1,000 on the way, and we appreciate you listening. And listen every day. We'll try to remember when you're in the car with your son, so you don't talk about adult toys. All right, hold on one second. And we learned earlier the newest big seller is the Serpent.
Yeah, looks great.
Has anyone found it? Because I found all kinds of stuff. Okay.
Well, I tell you what. Let's finish up and thank our friends at New Classic Cream Girl Scout Thin Mints
Yes.
Whipped Cream. Inspired by that minty, chocolatey flavor of the classic Girl Scout cookie. I love mine. I sampled it for the first time today, and I'm in. So all week long, $1,000 phone taps, thanks to our friends at Classic Cream. Again, look for it. It's limited edition. Classic Cream Girl Scout Thin Mints Whipped Cream. You're going to love it. Spray it all over everything. And so there you go. So, okay, you want to talk about the Serpent again? Let me go back to that for you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the work done.
My bad.
This is a tough room to juggle.
That was a good transition. Very solid.
Hey, you know, Scary wanted us to talk about small town gossip.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about that video that went very viral. We actually talked about it on our show before anyone knew about it because some people that listen to our show and work for our show know the couple. Where she threw a 40th surprise birthday party for her husband, and he, in front of everyone, parents, everyone, totally. I mean, I don't know. How do you say this? He
humiliated her by
Yeah.
putting her affair on blast.
Yeah.
And said some
Yeah.
few choice words.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
not saying either of them are the victim. I'm not taking sides in this. I'm just saying
No.
that's what happened.
Yeah, there are two sides to this story.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe three. But, you know, some people are saying that was a very classless way of him to do that in front of everyone. A lot of people say, well, she deserved it. She had it coming after all the things he alleged. Well, all the things he said she allegedly did.
Right.
So, I don't know. Anyway, so I was talking about my little small town I live in New Jersey. And Gandhi said it first. I don't know. The state of New Jersey gossips more than any bunch of people I've ever met, right?
Never seen anything like this. As soon as we started talking about this story, I'm getting DMs left and right. My cousin's father's sister said, I'm like, what? Oh my God, people.
So, yeah. So out here where I live, it's been a known fact. A lot of husbands, fathers of kids, are on the down low, and they're all doing each other.
Wow. Crazy.
Exactly. And so I'm like, you know, I don't not that I know of. I don't know any of them personally, but I know people who know some of these people, right? But they talk about it all the time. it's just understood. Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about it right now, but it's just sort of understood that's going on.
Right.
It's happening. It's happening out here.
Like how down low is it if everybody knows?
Right.
And
Well, exactly.
and how much of it do you think is true? Because I'm sure at some point we've all heard something about ourselves that we're like, what? Where did that come from? But somewhere someone's running with it like it's the truth. This stuff makes me nervous, and I love it.
Well, and you also said, Gandhi, well, I don't hear a lot of this kind of gossip in the city. It's kind of harder to do in the city because you have so many people.
I
right?
love that.
Coming and going and commuting. Out here, in all the suburbs, like where Danielle lives, for instance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And where Scotty B lives, out in Long Island, on Long Island. I mean, they all know. They all know. The neighborhoods know what's going on.
And they all know who's doing who and who cheated with who, and forget about it.
Yeah.
Yep, it's crazy.
So if you want to keep your secrets, you got to live in the city.
Well, or just don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Or don't do anything. If you're going to do something crazy, don't do it with your neighbors.
Okay.
Wasn't there like a cheating couple that would park down the street from you, Scotty B?
Yeah, they parked outside my house every single afternoon.
Scandalous.
Wow.
Yeah, they stopped showing up. I don't know what happened there.
They got busted.
Maybe because I talked about it on the radio a bunch.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you went out to talk to them once or something? You did something.
I ran out with my camera, and then I had a street sign made up that said reserved parking for cheaters only.
You did not.
Yes,
You
I
put
did.
that out there?
Why?
I never put it out. I was scared, but it was an official sign. I had a parking sign made up.
Are you insane?
Scotty,
Yes.
what is wrong with you?
Everything.
But why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
You wanted to humiliate them, or you wanted them off your block?
I
or
wanted
what?
them to see it and just not come anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like taking the water hose to the cats that are screwing in the
Yeah.
alley.
That's such a crotchety old man thing to do.
It really is.
Get
it was
off
just
my
for fun.
lawn.
No, it was for fun. It was for fun.
And I wonder why they didn't come back. Like, what?
Well, good. They found some other block to park on.
That's crazy.
Get out of here.
I had somebody in my neighborhood post like the cheating couple in the car on Facebook and asked, please help identify who this person is with my other half. And we found out who it was.
That's interesting. These Facebook groups, these neighborhood groups, they're very powerful.
Yep.
They could bury these people. Yeah, what up, Gandhi?
The Are We Dating the Same Guy thing on Facebook. I know some people around here who are in it, and there's one guy apparently who's like popping at the moment, and she said he's not even attractive. What is going on? She can't figure it out.
Should we be talking about these things? Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I want
I like
to know
this.
about it.
This text came in and said, Gandhi,
Yes.
the crap talk starts in Staten Island. You need to come on over.
No, I don't want to. I want to be adjacent. I don't want to be involved in it.
Yeah.
I just want to watch the crap show. I don't want to, take a crap in it.
Wow. All right. So that's what's going on. I mean, that's why I say to Alex all the time. I said we go out and we meet people at the bars out here in the restaurants. We should only become so close, and then we should draw a line somewhere.
Yes, absolutely.
'Cause you never want to be included in that crap talk,
And it happens everywhere. When we were on a Norwegian cruise to Alaska, we wound up in one of those little towns, like, one of those little Alaskan towns. And I said to the lady behind the counter, this town is so cute. It's so small. And she said, yeah, we all know each other's business. It sucks.
Yep, they do.
That's what she said to me. I was like, oh, okay. Wow.
I tell you, talk about being on a Norwegian cruise ship. We were on a cruise with some friends, and even the cruise as a community had a lot of gossip going on about people on board doing other people on board.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, you're stuck with each other on that ship, for how many days?
Close quarters and, oh, yeah.
Well, we had a friend with us who was shacking up with some guy he met. And then we found that guy was shacking up with someone else we met. It was crazy. It was like for 4 days in the Caribbean. And it was everywhere. Everyone was talking about it. So keep in mind, if you're going to be doing people in your neighborhood, you're going to be found out.
Oh, God.
Like
That's
drive across town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go to a different country. Do something. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of your hood.
The Brooklyn Boys Podcast.
I want to read his next one because he gave us 2 stars out of 5. How's your corned beef? It's real good. Take another bite. Okay, well, what is his review of our podcast? Abe77. Yeah. Abe says, stop eating during the podcast, dummies.
Listen to the Brooklyn Boys Podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
I wake up to you every day with my alarm clock. I love you guys. Listen to you guys every morning. You guys keep me awake. I wake up to you every morning. You guys are the best.
Where are my pants?
You taught me to never let anyone butthole my furniture.
Oh my God, sloppy seconds.
It's a school bus and the kids want to rock out, Mom.
You don't know who the hell I am. Don't call me Mom.
Hey, Nate, how many times have you messed around with yourself while looking in a mirror?
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't possibly calculate that.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I got through. I listen to you guys every single day.
Are you okay? Are you on drugs?
I sniff seats.
Here goes Danielle.
See what she does?
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Yeah, you know what? When it comes to the hospitality industry, you have all different types of people living with different types of people for a short amount of time. For instance, the crew on cruise ships, they sign contracts and they go out to sea and they're with each other. Mm-hmm. It's nonstop. They're all hunkered down together on the ship and they get to know each other. I'm sure they have lots of stories to share. But also, you know, a lot of people, for instance, go work at the ski resorts during the winter. And they all have to live in housing, and the same for country clubs and things like that. They right, like Froggy, a lot of Frog. When it comes to country clubs and golf, a lot of the people who work these courses come in from around the country, and they all live in dorms, sometimes in apartments around the area.
Especially in the summertime. Yeah, especially when it's
right.
cold. When it's super hot in the south, they go up north where the clubs are closed in the wintertime. So they're only there for 3 or 4 months, and then they go back south again.
They do this in amusement parks, though, in the summers. You know that?
Do they really?
Yeah, like I know that Maurice Piers out in Wildwood, New Jersey does it. They have like an exchange program where they have students that come in from other countries and everything. So they're living together all summer, and then they go back.
Yeah, Gandhi?
When we did our off-the-grid trip, we were in a lot of areas where they were camping, and they camped there all summertime. And one of them was a whitewater camping area. And our guide said, ooh, the drama between all of the whitewater instructors. It was crazy.
Damn.
Exactly. So that's kind of where we're getting on this thing. I mean, it's an old movie, but if you ever saw Caddyshack, you see the relationships going on with all the caddies and stuff like that. Anyway, so people were texting in, saying, you know, they've been on cruise ships, they worked on cruise ships, people talking about working in resorts and this and that. It's all seasonal, so you're stuck with them, and then you never have to see them ever again. So God knows what you can do and pull off and get away with these. I mean, for 1 minute you're like intimate with them, you have a relationship with them, quote unquote, and then when the season's done, bye, later, never have to see them again. Kind of like the movie Grease. I don't know. Right?
Has a finite date.
Yeah.
It's over.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Right. Have you guys ever done any seasonal work like that?
I was a carny for a summer.
You were a carny.
Yes.
You never really told that story to us.
Did you hook up with the other carnies?
Absolutely not.
I was waiting for that.
No. I worked at, it was a fair, and I worked in this exhibit that had like animatronic animals, and you kind of walked them through the safari. And I've said it before, I will say it again, do not trust rides at fairs.
Okay.
I know the people who set them up. Don't trust us. It was terrible.
Okay. Never trust them.
Yeah.
I used to work in a beach club for every summer. It was a seasonal job. And my God, it was gossip.
Well, were you a part of it?
No, I was just working behind the counter. We're serving the coffee and sandwiches and all that. So I would hear the gossip that would come to me, and everyone would talk about each other, and I'd have to sit there and keep my mouth shut. I'm like, oh my God, that one just talked crap about the one, 5 minutes ago. So it was like, our lips had to be sealed.
I bet. Look at all these texts coming in. I've been living at a country club on Long Island for the summers for past 20 years. So, God, they must have a lot of tea to spill. Here's someone who, Danielle, they did the college program at Disney World.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Hundreds of college kids together just for the season. Bam!
Oh, man.
Ew, wow. That's, Disney World becomes a much smaller world all of a sudden, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, then we should start a ride. Here's someone who used to bartend on the beach in Maine in the summer and then go back to Fort Lauderdale in the winter. So you see these people, they are your life, and then all of a sudden they're not. So you can get away with all sorts of nefarious acts with these people. I love that. I wish what we did for a living was seasonal. We'd go work for different radio shows.
Oh, can you imagine?
Do each other and leave.
Doesn't stop anyone around here from doing what they want to do anyway.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, we're the opposite. We've been together for 30 years, so it's like that's a long season. All right, Danielle, let's go. You have a whole list of stuff you want to talk about. It's all up to you. What's going on?
All right, well, we're going to start with week 2 of the Diddy trial. It's set to begin today. And, of course, we heard Cassie's testimony last week. And then Cassie's cross-examination wound down on Friday. And, she talked about the freak-offs and, going through it and living through it and how horrible she felt. And then they came back with text between her and Diddy and, showing that, she was sending sexy texts to him and text saying that she was excited about the freak-offs. And their strategy was if she took part of her own, choice, she couldn't have been a victim of sex trafficking, and then Diddy would be innocent. So it's gonna be a lot for the jury to take in. And of course, I don't know if you saw this, but former Danity Kane singer Dawn Richard gave a testimony to help Cassie's account, saying that she saw Diddy assault Cassie with a skillet full of eggs back in 2009, and she said he then threw her to the ground and tried to kick her. So,
oh God,
yeah,
in front of people.
Yep,
sorry, go ahead.
That's just so sad.
Yep.
God, every day you're going to hear more and more of this stuff come out, and it's probably just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh.
Something interesting, I'm a huge fan of Mobland on Paramount Plus. God, what a show! I mean, I watched there's 2 more episodes left, I believe. I watched the latest episode last night. God, but I'll tell you something. There is one person in that show that I've heard, so maybe a couple, but one of them especially, this guy, really handsome guy, who has an American accent. He, the actor, is Cassie's husband.
Oh, Alex Fine.
Alex Fine, yeah. He's got a part in the show.
He's amazing. I mean, the statement that he released supporting her is, because, of course, this is terrible for Cassie. Think about what it's like for her family and loved ones watching her go through it, too.
And people were saying, oh, my gosh, you did so much for her. And he basically said, no, she did it for herself. She came out of this on her own, and she's so strong. So it was so sweet. So we all know it is prom season. So if you're interested in maybe watching a prom movie, Entertainment Weekly put together a list of iconic prom movies, or at least they have iconic prom scenes. So I'll give you the top 5. Carrie is number 5. I wouldn't see that before your prom. Maybe you should see that after your prom, because we don't want that to happen at your prom. Blockers is number 4. Back to the Future is 3rd. American Pie is number 2. And 10 Things I Hate About You comes in at number 1.
Best movie ever.
There you go. That's from 1999, by the way. So the biopic about Bruce Springsteen has a premiere date. It will be hitting theaters everywhere this fall. Deliver Me from Nowhere is coming out October 24th. Now, the film has his blessing. So Bruce Springsteen is on board with this, and his manager's on board with this. So you are going to see things that are truth from Bruce Springsteen. And it's Deliver Me again from Nowhere. Deliver Me from Nowhere. Deliver Me from Nowhere debuting October 24th. So are you reading this about Katy Perry in Las Vegas? So
no.
Apparently her residency in Resorts World lost a lot of money. Now, originally there was a bidding war for that residency. Resorts World and Caesars. And Caesars wound up losing, but now they're saying Caesars actually won because the Resorts World lost money. They're saying they were paying her like ridiculous amounts of money per show, and that it just didn't do what it was supposed to do. And it's just sad. I mean, that's so sad. I thought it was doing really well, didn't you?
You would think.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they're saying they lost money on it. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, speaking of Vegas, who's coming out in the new Siegfried and Roy film? Did you see that?
No. What? I didn't see that.
Oh, my God. I'll Google while you're doing the next story.
Okay.
I just saw it the other day.
Okay. So a lot of times we watch movies and we'll go, come on, that could never happen. That's ridiculous. That's so unrealistic. So people on social media are listing things that happen all the time in movies but are 100% unrealistic. So I'll just give you a couple of them. Somebody falls and catches onto the edge of something and they hang on just by their fingers.
Right.
Yes. How many times? I go, no way. They would have died.
Dead.
There's no way that
For
would have
sure.
happened. A character moving 4 feet from the other character, then having that full volume side conversation, but nobody hears it. Of
course.
Nobody else hears it. Not going to happen.
Busting through windows.
Yes, that is one of them. The general lack of tiredness. Nobody's ever tired in movies. What the hell? It's ridiculous.
No one's worn out and irritable.
How about waking up looking fresh and styled and mostly in a good mood? How many times do you see somebody in the bed and their makeup's done and their hair's done? I go, give me a break. Nobody wakes up looking like that. Come on. And nobody ever looks for parking. It's just there.
I know.
How
We call that
the spot is there.
We call that Doris Day parking. Doris Day was this actress years ago, and every film she was in, she just pulled right up front and parked her little convertible.
It's so crazy.
Never.
That would happen with my dad. He'd always get the good parking, and he would just say, I called ahead. They knew I was coming. I'm like, all right, Dad.
I found it.
So what? Oh, you found it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's called Wild Things. It's about Siegfried and Roy. It's starring Jude Law and Andrew Garfield.
Oh, okay.
They're playing Siegfried and Roy.
And when does it come out? Does it
It's
say?
an Apple limited series. I don't know when, but I can't wait.
All right. You've got The Voice tonight, part 1 of the live finale. Also, Elvis was talking about The Quilters on Netflix and Bad Thoughts on Netflix.
Yes, Bad Thoughts. I dare you.
Don't watch that with the kids. And the series premiere of Tucci in Italy on Disney Plus, where he takes 5 episodes. He explores Italy, the food, the culture, the history. So if you love Italy or if you love travel, you may want to see this. And that is my Danielle report.
You said Tucci in Italy's out right now?
Yes, came out today.
Oh, God, it's going to be a busy day. All right, let's go around the room. I want to see what's on the minds of the people in this room. I'll start with you. Froggy, you're in a room. What's going on with you today?
So I made a mistake earlier. I told you that St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we did an event for them over the weekend here in Jacksonville, and I told you we raised a little over $2 million. That was a wrong total. We raised $3.2 million this weekend alone.
That's even better. That's awesome.
Yes.
Wait. You raised $3.2 million for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Not me myself, but the group of people who were there at this event. It's called The ROM, and it's a songwriters event. There's a couple of concerts. There's a golf tournament. There's all kinds of stuff. People come in from out of town. It was such a great weekend. This is the 6th year I participated in this event, and it gets bigger every year. They always have a bigger goal this year. They doubled last year's fundraising opportunities this year to over $3 million. So congratulations.
You're being a little modest because I know you had everything to do with this. You raised every single penny of that money.
No,
I
love St. Jude.
Me too. They really are the best.
Yeah.
And you actually turned us on to St. Jude more than anyone else, Froggy, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What about you, Danielle? What's on your mind today?
So, Gandhi and I got to see Redwood this weekend, which is one of the Broadway musicals that Idina Menzel has brought us. And I saw it for the second time, and I have to be honest, I loved it even better the second time. And there was a little something for everyone. Like if you're an activist, there's something for you. If you love nature, if you have a big family aspect in your life. But it closed this weekend. And I just want to say that you could see the emotion on everybody who worked on this show in Idina's face, and they were just so torn. And I can't even imagine what they were going through after working on something so special like a baby for so many months and so many years, and the concept and putting everything together, and then it not really getting a chance that it should have gotten, and then everybody having to say goodbye to it like that. Like I got very choked up. I think Gandhi got very choked up as well. It was really, really, really sad, and I really wish people would have given this show a chance and gone to see it because it was wonderful. It really was. So goodbye, Redwood. We will miss you.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Broadway productions that just don't make it.
know,
It's as great as they are, and it's sad.
So sad.
By the way, and I mentioned his name in the room earlier, but Zachary Noah Picer, who plays Sheldon.
Spencer. Yeah.
It was one of your guys' names. Spencer. His voice is off the charts amazing.
Insane.
I'm sure he was really
bawling. I was hysterical. Gandhi put her hand on my knee while he was singing because I was crying my eyes out.
I felt it. I was like, oh no.
Wow.
Poor Danielle.
What's up, Scary?
Well, for those who lost interest in Saturday Night Live years ago and say, oh, the show's not fun anymore, I implore you to watch Weekend Update from this past weekend on SNL's season finale. Every year, it's been a tradition where during the news update, Colin Jost and Michael Che, they write embarrassing jokes for each other that they don't get to see until they're live on the air.
It was awful. It was so great.
They try and top each other from year to year, every season finale. This one in particular was hilarious. The jokes are inappropriate, they're raunchy, but they are classic comedy that you've missed. And like people like myself have longed for years. So watch the SNL 50th season finale weekend update segment. You will be in tears with laughter, knowing that they're seeing the joke they wrote for each other for the first time, and they have to read them.
Yep.
It was amazing, and especially the Michael Che jokes for Colin Jost.
Yes, they were.
Off the hook.
Those are the ones.
Like racist, awful things.
He always does that to him. He always writes those jokes. It's so terrible.
It was pretty amazing. Another thing is, at the end of every season of Saturday Night Live, the question mark is who's going to be back. You don't know who's leaving, who's staying, and the rumors on the streets. Well, they're about Michael Che and Colin Jost. Are they going to be back for another season? So we'll wait and see. What's going on with you today, Senor Nate?
Okay, so sports fans, listen up. Question for you. If you're watching a sporting event and there's the play-by-play announcer and the color commentator, are they just drinking the entire game? Because
they seem to be getting drunk as the game progresses.
I was watching a lot of baseball over the weekend, and the color commentator on this one particular game, he started out talking like this about the ERA, and then by the ninth inning, I was like, ERA has got to, he's missing a block. And I couldn't understand a word the guy was saying.
Did he sound like Harry Carey?
He did. He sounded like Harry. Yeah, would you a hot dog? Would you eat yourself? But I like towards the end, it was serious. It's like, here's the ERA. Pig and what? And I like the closed captioning, because I have hearing problem. It comes up, it says unintelligible. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh my God! I'm going to be watching for that. I'm going to be watching for that. I love that.
Yeah, you know what? You got to start at the beginning and go all the way through.
At least it makes it interesting. They're all getting all messed up in the control room.
So if you know if they're actually drinking, please text in now.
We'll find out. And if they're not, send them some cocktails.
Seriously.
Let's get them drunk. Hey, producer Sam, what's up with you?
I have to thank Nate while hopefully helping some people out. So I have been dealing for months with night sweats, and it totally sucks, but it was a side effect of a medication I was put on, so I didn't think too much of it. And then I said it to Nate, and he's like, have you tried changing your mattress topper? Because that might be it. And thanks to Nate, I bought a wool mattress topper, and for the last 4 nights, I have had zero sweat for the first time.
Wow.
It's been so amazing. So if you accept that you're a night sweater, you might not be. Try getting a different mattress topper. Wool helped for me, but I read also bamboo.
Yep.
Thank you, Nate.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
Changed
I
my
have
life.
the same problem. Yep.
There you go. From night sweats to Gandhi. Gandhi, what's up with you?
All right, well, Danielle kind of mentioned it, but we saw Redwood over the weekend, and it was incredible. Idina Menzel and team, you got done dirty. That thing should still be running because it was amazing. But after the show, there was a talkback between Idina Menzel and a woman named Julia Butterfly Hill. And I was so inspired by so much that she had to say. If you don't know about her, she actually lived in a redwood for 2 years because she didn't want them to cut it down. Wow. And she ended up winning her battle with the lumber company. That tree did not get cut down. Luna was the tree's name. But she said something that I thought was really important for all of us to think about. And she said it's nearly impossible not to make an impact. Whether you choose to do something or you don't choose to do something, that is the impact that you're making. So make your choices consciously, because you might think, well, it doesn't have anything to do with me, so I'm not going to do anything. Mm-hmm. But that, in effect, is being complicit to the thing that you might not like. So whether you do or you don't, you are making an impact. And I loved that.
Wow. I love hearing that. She lived there for 2 years?
No. So like 738 days.
Yep.
Like that.
And she has perfect skin. Her skin is so beautiful. And she has this cute little pixie haircut with her gray hair. And she looks, Gandhi, didn't I not say, she looks so good.
You did.
She looks so pretty.
Maybe that's the
pretty.
key. live on the top of a redwood tree.
I bet you she does. I bet you she eats all the right things, uses all the right products. I bet you, because she doesn't want to put any bad stuff into the environment.
But she's a shero for me, and I had not heard of her before, and now I know who she is, and I'm so appreciative for that show and for that talk, and it was awesome.
I love it. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
And Redwood. Thanks for got Idina Menzel. Thanks for bringing Redwood to us on Broadway. I can't wait to see her in her next project, which it'll be here before you know it, I'm sure. All right, the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right, the mayor of St. Louis says Friday's tornado caused over $1 billion in damage. In a press conference yesterday, Mayor Kara Spencer said the city faces a long recovery process, especially with more severe weather expected this week as well. Officials believe about 5,000 buildings were damaged in that tornado, which traveled more than 20 miles with maximum winds of 152 miles per hour. Just imagine that, 20 miles worth of damage. 5 people were killed, over 30 people were injured. If you feel like you are struggling financially right now, you're not alone. According to a new report, the gap between what Americans earn and how much they need to bring in to achieve a basic standard of living is growing. A recent analysis from the Ludwig Institute for Shared Economic Prosperity looks beyond whether people can afford daily necessities like food and shelter to consider whether they have means to pay, but they're also now looking at what it takes to have a minimal quality of life index. They're saying this provides a more accurate picture of how Americans are faring. The findings, the majority of Americans, 60%, actually find that a minimal quality of life is now out of reach. Yeah, it's tough. And finally, a Florida scuba diver found something really interesting. Christina Scott says that she was diving and she found a 6-inch tooth from the extinct megalodon shark while diving off the coast of Venice recently. Yes.
Wow.
6-inch tooth. That's a big ass tooth.
Yeah.
Megalodons died out more than 3 million years ago. They were about 60 feet long and had nearly 300 teeth. Those fossilized teeth are the only things that survived anywhere in the world, and she just happened to find one. So that's really cool.
Imagine that on a necklace. That's a big ass necklace.
It'll give you a neck problem. And those are your 3 things.
Yeah, 6-inch teeth.
Yes.
God, I think I dated a megalodon. I don't know. Let me look into that. Thank you, Gandhi.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. Let's talk about something that'll make our lives a little smoother. PayPal lets you pay your own way. You could pay in-store, pay online, or pay overtime. Don't just pay. PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
I don't know. Here in the New York, New Jersey area, if you're in traffic going to work right now, I know you don't want to go to work today. I know you're not going to make it to the office. It's so beautiful. It is it's kind of a springtime morning where it's cool and crisp, but the sun is blaring. And you need a little sweater right now, actually. You need a little coat. But it's the kind of day it makes you want to go to the lawn care place and buy some fertilizer. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I feel like fertilizing today.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Can I lobby for some change on this show that on days like this we get a recess and we can go outside and play?
Yes. Well,
Thank
last
you.
time we did that, I broke my ankle.
Okay, well, maybe we won't run across streets while the traffic is coming.
Okay.
We'll
You're right.
work with the crosswalks, but I think we need it.
Yeah, I think these recesses, for everyone listening to Gandhi's idea, you deserve that too. Where you are, it may be a little hotter like it is in Jax with Froggy, and it's going to feel like over 100 degrees in Miami today.
Yeah.
But these morning hours are the cool hours when you can get outside and go play before it goes wherever it's going to go. It's stunning. I have the windows open. I hear birds chirping.
So nice.
It's awesome.
Why do adults stop playing?
I don't know. We should be playing. We have different types of play now. We need to lower the age of our play. We have to stop doing old people things.
Yeah,
like
I love
being
playing.
nice to each other, stuff like that.
And then I get called names for wanting to play. Like, oh, you're a problem.
You remember the time you went on a skipping spree? You're like, everyone should just skip today. So we all practiced our skipping.
Oh, yeah, I remember
We
that.
skipped all over town. Wait, hold on, back up a second. What did you say, Gotti? People get mad at you for wanting to play?
I said I
What do
like
you
to play, but then I get called a menace for trying to play with everybody.
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about that kind of play. Like you're talking about like insulting play.
No. Like, why do people?
What are you talking about? Explain this to me.
At what age do you stop wrestling with your friends? Because I never stopped. I still do it.
You do. You do like to punch people.
Yeah. I know, not punch people. Like, you're actually with them.
But the other day we were walking in the hallway. Didn't I push you into the wall? It was fun.
You did. You pushed me right into the light box. Yeah, that was amazing.
And you squirting people with water guns is not playing.
I bought 4 the other day because summer's here.
Okay.
Are you going to bring them to the office?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah.
If someone's giving you a hard time for doing that, shame on them. I hope I never do. I like it. I like it when you're somewhat menacing.
Yeah, like the other day, you were walking down the street and I stepped on the back of your shoes. That is fun to me.
So, you know, he can trip and fall on his face.
No, he couldn't. I planned it out for him.
They were white sneakers. They were brand new white sneakers.
and that.
He walked right out of the shoe. It was great.
Oh my God. She is.
He turned around and said, I'll effing kill you. I'll kill you.
I said, I will effing kill you. I know, but we were in the middle of Times Square. There were like 8,000 people all around us. And something else happened while we were walking from John's Pizza to the show.
Yeah, MJ
right?
the Musical.
MJ the Musical. Look, it's Times Square. It's crowded. There are people, especially tourists, that don't really, have to hang out with that many people at the same time that often. Mm-hmm. There was this one girl behind me who was like, she was basically morphed into my back. Remember how close she was to me?
Yes.
And she kept pushing me with her hand. I'm like, and what did I say to her?
You said,
I had
you
no
can
filter.
massage me. Don't you dare push me.
I said, yeah. Yeah, if you want to touch me, make sure you massage me. It's got to feel good.
And what did she say?
She looked at me like, oh, holy hell, what is this old queen talking about? But I said to you, I'm getting to the point in my life where I don't have a filter anymore. I'll just say whatever's on my mind, and it could get me shot eventually. So, I don't know.
It seemed effective because she did back off.
She did. I thought it was funny. She didn't find it too funny. Anyway, so let's get into sound with Garrett. He's got lots going on. What do you have going on?
Yes.
Garrett?
All right. So we've been talking about SNL and the season finale throughout the morning. So here's a clip that Bad Bunny was in one of the sketches where he plays an air traffic controller trying to land a plane.
Okay. Was he specifically at Newark Airport?
Yes. Probably.
I wonder.
Okay, I think that's the joke. Here we go.
Hello?
He's talking to the airplane.
Having fun up there?
No, I'm not having fun. Sir, do you have our coordinates?
I don't know. It's my first day.
What? It's your first day?
Yeah. There's like no one here.
Oh, fantastic.
Maybe you told me like what color is your plane?
It's a freaking plane.
He was looking out the window of the control tower. What color is your plane?
That's a must-watch sketch.
All right.
He is
Bad
such
Bunny.
a babe.
He was at the Yankee game this weekend. I think he was there yesterday.
And the Nick game, too.
Bad Bunny is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, go
All
ahead.
right, and then we'll continue on with SNL from Weekend Update with the joke swap that Scary was just talking about around the room. Here's the one joke we can play where Michael J. was reading jokes that Colin wrote for him about Colin saving Michael.
And Colin, I'm sorry too, because I owe you everything.
Aww.
When Colin discovered me, I was selling crack outside the Bronx. And now look at me, selling crack outside the American Girl doll store. I've told thousands of jokes on Update and gotten dozens of laughs.
That's the only joke we can probably play from that bit right there. Watch it online. All right, Dua Lipa, she was in concert in France, and she covered some Daft Punk Get Lucky, and sounds pretty good.
All right.
Yep. So,
That's a good song. We haven't played that in a long time.
Yes, I agree. This guy came home from his house, came home from a night out, and he opened his front door, saw that someone broke into his house, only to find that the guy was still in his house, sleeping naked in his bed.
All right.
As I stuck the key in, I could see the entire kitchen had been ransacked. Completely naked, sleeping in my bed. He was yelling to me and my friend and also the officers, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to effing kill you. He ate a box of ice cream sandwiches. He ate Dole Whip, a whole box of Beyond Beef burgers. He stuck in the microwave, cooked them, and then ate them. And then spit a big wad of gum the size of a softball, like on my kitchen table.
Wow. Okay.
Naked. All right, and then finally, I was watching this on Vice over the weekend too. Remember Papa Roach, Last Resort, right? Sounds like this. Well, actually, let me stop for a second. That is how the song started. So when they wrote Last Resort, it started as a classical song that one of the guitarists said, "Hey, let me write this. One hand's going to be the guitar, the other's going to be the bass, and it sounds like this." And this is what it turned into eventually.
Okay.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a.
And now this is where it started from with the classical piano.
I just would sit there for hours and come up with simple little things. I kind of figured out, okay, so the...
Isn't it funny? It turned into what it turned into from that.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. These guys, these artists that we have on our show, we've been listening to all these years, they're so great at what they do. You're a good American.
Thank you.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Alex Warren is here. We're going to play Ordinary for you in a minute.
For people who don't know your life story, you were sort of talking, you mentioned it.
One day I posted a singing video on the toilet and it blew up. And
the toilet blew up?
Not the honestly,
That's not a good sentence, Alex.
very well could have.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hi, this is Lady Gaga, and you're listening to my friend Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
So during the song, we're talking about this big story that's out. I'm reading on people.com right now. Billionaire David Geffen, 82 years old, has filed for divorce from David Armstrong, who is 32 years old. They've been married less than 2 years and no prenup whatsoever. David Geffen is worth $8.7 billion, reportedly.
Woo.
And there's no prenup.
Damn.
So Gandhi says, I don't care. Give me $500 million. I'll walk away quietly.
Yes, and you can still keep $8.2 billion, and I'll be silent forever.
If you think about it, that's nothing for him.
Nothing.
Really, nothing. Pocket change.
Right, exactly. So they're saying in the state of California, where they are, he has to pay him for half of the. He has to pay him for half of the length of the marriage, which is let's say a year.
Right.
So he has to pay him for a year. He has to make cash payments for a year, and then he's done. But is it a monthly check for $100 million?
Right?
I don't know.
How does that work? I don't know how a spousal support is calculated, but I would imagine it has something to do with the lifestyle that you lived while you were together, right?
Of course.
Yeah, how do you calculate that? You know, I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
It's what you're used to, the lifestyle you're used to. And does it matter how much the other person makes? Like, do you get more because they make more, or?
Well, they're saying that the dividends and things that Geffen's living off of is not going to be included. So he's been retired, so he's living off his investments, right? So I don't know. All I know is this, is that if I'm 82 years old and I'm married to this hot stripper dancer who's 32 years old, I married him when he was 30. I'm like, you're going to only get so much fun out of that. If I'm a 30-year-old stripper, I don't want to hang out with an 82-year-old fossil. No offense.
Oh, but I'm sure he was in it for the love.
Yeah, I bet they had a lot of good conversation.
I'm sure that maybe they did. We don't know. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Teach each other a lot.
No, we don't know.
We don't.
We don't know.
The other divorce I'm really interested in right now, it's not a divorce yet, but Joe Exotic's husband just got deported after he got out of jail, and he left Joe Exotic some real treats. I sent them to Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got
weird.
married in prison, right? The two of them.
They sure did.
Yeah, but the stuff he left him is just amazing. What a gift.
Yeah. Can we say what it is? How do you say that?
I don't know. Rather than leaving a thumbprint, he left a butthole print.
Yes.
What?
A whole page of them.
A whole page of them.
A whole page of booty hole prints. Don't worry, I'll send them.
I mean, if you need,
is that like a fingerprint?
But think about this. What are you gonna? If you're in prison, right? What can you leave your significant other?
You leave him a sphincter print.
Yes.
Don't gloss over Elvis's
Wait a
joke.
minute.
What? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Why would he wait a minute? That's what it
Committed a
is.
crime naked and you weren't wearing underwear and you sat down on something. Could they take that butthole print and match it to your butthole?
I bet they could.
know.
Of course, it's your butthole. Of course.
Do they book you and take your butthole in
No,
addition
they
to
don't. But
Did they do this on SVU or whatever?
SP.
Right? And then, how do you print that person? Like, sir, grab your ankles. We're going to ink you up right now.
Just sit on my couch.
I sent the photo
my
to
leather
our
couch,
group
and
chat.
we'll dust your prints on my leather couch.
Sick.
Anyway, we're just trying to keep you informed with the news that you need to know.
Want to see what we actually look like?
Look like a fairy princess that resides over the pits of hell.
Follow us on Instagram at Elvis Duran Show.
How many followers?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's t2t.org.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you all so much.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
So, you know what? Not bad for a Monday so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still have time to screw it up, don't we?
Yes.
You could.
Absolutely. It's early.
Let me ask you this. Am I am I weird if I have to retie my left shoelace, I then retie my right one, even if it didn't need it?
I don't know if that's weird. You might have a touch of the OCD.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Maybe.
Because I know I've done this other thing, this OCD thingy for a while, where if I'm walking down the staircase and my left foot kind of brushes on a step, I'll have to brush my right foot on the next step to even it out.
Okay.
Am I OCD?
That's a little bit, yeah. I feel like everyone has a little bit of something OCD in them. I'm sorry. I do tons of stuff.
Like if Danielle walks in this door over here, she can't leave this room unless she uses that same door.
Gotta go out, go out the way I came in.
Right? Gandhi, do you have any OCD things?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. But now that Danielle said she thinks everyone's got something, I'm going to have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like, what do I have to do? I don't know. I'm kind of just like, meh, whatever.
I have another one. I won't swear in front of someone unless they swear first, and then it's full throttle.
Okay. I don't think that's OCD, though. I think that's sort of reading the room.
Kind of testing the waters.
Yeah.
Not OCD.
I put all my jewelry on in an order.
Okay.
Always. I start with certain things first and always. And if I do it wrong, I will take pieces off and put pieces back on.
Yeah, that's what makes it a difference between sort of like a quirk and OCD, right?
Yeah.
With OCD, it's going to get in the way of you doing other things during the day if you don't do it this way.
Right.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
I have plenty of other disorders. I just don't know that any of them are.
Well, let's talk about those. Which disorder do you want to speak? What's your disorder? Everyone, come on, give me your disorder. And I'm not saying that, having OCD is a disorder necessarily, but, well, maybe it is.
Yeah, well, the D is a disorder.
Yeah. And it can be it can be debilitating for a lot of people,
You're right. D is the disorder. I forgot about that. I know, as long as it doesn't get in your way of moving forward in life, you're okay.
Right.
Right?
Do what you got to do.
Right. What about you, Froggy? Do you have any weird disorders?
Yeah, like I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and at the same time, I will overthink. If something is not going well, it's all that's on my mind all the time. I cannot move on, and it gets in the way of me going through my day, which is definitely a problem.
I sort of think my disorder might be the exact opposite of this, where I really underthink most of the things in my life, and then I get to the place where I'm like, well, I can't believe I didn't think about this. I'm very much like cross that bridge when I come to it, and then I'm always surprised by the bridge. So that could be a problem.
Scary, I bet you've got a disorder.
We should trade.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely do. I have this thing where every hanger in my closet has to be of the same type. Like, so it's all white wood or brown wood. And each shirt needs to be facing in the same direction as the next one. And all
I'm
my
the same exact way.
Yep.
I'm
I
with
feel
you.
like that's just organization.
No, and the collars, God forbid, when I hang up my jackets in the closet, if a collar, one part is flipped up, I have to make sure the collars are down so they don't, land in the up position.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it'll get wrinkled.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah.
Everything needs to be so orderly in my closets.
Wow.
You see, I don't find that disorderly at all.
It just seems like you're neat.
Yeah.
And I dry clean my jeans.
What?
I send them out to the dry cleaners.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good,
well, yeah, you lost me there. What about you, Danielle? Other than all of the above,
No,
what
that's
else?
that's it. Just little things like that. Like during the day, I'll do something and I'll go, okay, did I really need to do that?
I will tell you this though, Danielle.
Yeah.
Because we're talking. If Danielle walks through that door to come in the room, she has to walk out that door.
Yeah.
To leave. What's in a text? What if Danielle comes in, but it's not an exit door? Does that
That's
bother you?
different. No, that's different. I'm talking about like when I walk into work, I walk in the same. Like Jim Kerr is so kind; he's always trying to hold the other door for me, and I go, Jim, you know the rule, and he goes, oh yeah, sorry, let me get the other door. So he knows.
Okay.
But if it's an
All
exit and an entrance, I'll do it the correct way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nate, do you have one?
Not OCD related, but you guys have alerted me to the fact that I will just bluntly say things sometimes.
Oh yeah, you have no filter at all.
I just.
That's just old age.
Out of old age or stroke one or stroke number two, I don't know, but I'll just say stuff and then I'll be sitting there or standing there and realize, did I just say what I said?
I will tell you this. You do have a dad thing when you drink sometimes. Before it's between sober and trashed in the middle, you act like a dad. For instance, we'll all be sitting at a table eating dinner. And he's had a drink, okay? Just one. And they come with the tray of food. He will announce to the table, all right, everyone, get ready. The food's arriving.
Get ready.
He does it. You do. He does. Have you guys noticed this? He has these dad things.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to this now.
I do tend to do that, right? I want to try and make sure everybody's aware of certain things, right?
Like the other night, it was you, Lee Schrager, and me sitting at that little table, having dinner at Chez Fifi, which was a delicious meal. The couple sitting next to us, I mean, it's very close quarters, right? Nate starts having a conversation with this woman and her husband, right? About, I don't know what.
Oh, it was the leftovers. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he'll say something like, wow, those leftovers, I bet you're going to have a great breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, leave them alone.
Right, and then, I was, it was the lady was older, right? So I look at her and I do the whole, I'm looking at you. I see, don't take my bag, right? She got a kick out of it.
They have little hooks on the sides of the table so you can hang your purse or you can hang your leftovers in the bag.
Oh, my God.
He's like, I'm watching you so you don't get my bag confused with yours. I'm like,
don't take my
shut
bag.
up.
Yeah.
Leave them alone.
Nate's that. He's Mr. Hibachi. He's the guy who talks to everyone at the hibachi
you
table.
would love me at the hibachi table.
I would hate you. I hate you already.
I cut it up with everybody. I'm like, I have my little routine,
We went out for sushi. I told you guys this, but I'll tell you again. We were out having sushi for lunch one day, and there was a woman sitting by herself at the table next to us. I didn't get one word. I was just by myself the whole day. I mean, the whole lunch. He was constantly talking to her and just like making snide little, little cute, little flirty
It's
jokes.
his little flirty. That's his flirty personality. He
What
flirts
is that
with
about?
everyone.
Is it you flirting with like whomever will speak to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I flirted with somebody over the weekend. I had to call customer service for a credit card thing, and she goes, "This is Valerie. Can I help you?" Oh, Valerie, that's my favorite Steve Winwood song.
Oh my God.
Oh, she had no idea what I was talking about. So I'm like, hang on, I'll play it for you. And I pulled up my Sonos, and I was playing it for her over the radio.
It's a great yacht rock conversation with Valerie.
Yacht rock.
No, you should be allowed to call the cops on people wasting your time.
Oh, I have another one. Another thing at tables for group dining. Oh my God, I cannot have an uneven amount of food, like numbers of items. So if there's 4 of us and there's 5 egg rolls, I'm like, oh my God, what's going to go on with that 5th egg roll? So I have to cut it in like 4 pieces so everybody gets a piece. It's crazy. I'm nuts like that.
Wow, I didn't know that about you.
You're not nuts, but you're nuts.
And I'm a great consolidator. I can't, if things are like, I want to make more plates empty so they can take them away.
You do.
Wow.
You are the mother hen of the table.
I don't know why. It just visually it doesn't look right. So I'm like,
all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't
He's
look
getting
right.
so nervous talking
I get
about it right
nervous when I
now.
see that stuff.
Like it's crazy.
Dude.
Oh my Lord.
Calm
Okay.
down.
Well, so we all have our thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The other day we went to see MJ the musical, Michael Jackson. What a great show. The music, his catalog alone is just the best. So we've been talking about the Jacksons a lot, and now Janet Jackson is coming into conversation a lot. I don't know. We've been talking about her music and stuff.
Yeah.
So what song do you want to hear from Janet Jackson?
This one.
This one,
I love
somebody
this
call my
guitar,
lover.
this guitar lick from Ventura Highway. I love this song.
We rolling? Yep.
Want to hear something slightly more unhinged than the morning show?
Damn it!
Elvis Duran's After Party, a podcast we record daily when the morning show is finished.
He is literally a pastry.
Elvis Duran's After Party. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran in the morning show.
I love these tunnel to towers moments. We talk about the heroes. For instance, Austin Reese. Let's talk about Austin Reese. He paid a high price for the safety and freedom that we enjoy. Austin served 3 deployments to Iraq, spending 13 years with the Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal Unit. That sounds very heavy. Austin learned how to skydive on the job. He became a military free fall instructor. But in what was thought to be just a routine jump, something went wrong. And Austin, listen to this, Austin hit the ground at 65 miles an hour. In that moment, needless to say, his life changed forever. Austin broke his pelvis, his ankle, and he suffered a spinal cord injury that left him paralyzed. But he lived to talk about it. And thanks to the generosity of friends like you, Tunnel to Towers gave Austin a specially adapted smart home, which enabled him to rebuild his life after that awful accident and restored his independence. And in doing so, you honored his service in the most meaningful way. Thank you to Tunnel to Towers. They do this for all the heroes that they come in contact with, including Austin. You can donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers. It's so simple to do it, too. Go to t2t.org. That's t2t.org and donate today. All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.